Right, so this graphic represents a small machine shop or a small department inside of a larger manufacturing company. And the reason I put this up is that there are two ends to our system, or there really should be two ends to any scheduling system. So really what we've got here, if I kind of zoom in, we've got the planning department that are planning and scheduling the work, and then down at the shop floor we got the pieces of equipment that are actually doing the work. And from our standpoint, if I look into the planning and the scheduling department, if I kind of zoom right in, you can see this is our scheduler or our planning board. And for us, what's important is that after the scheduling system or the planning engineer has defined the schedule, so if you look where my mouse is, this particular machine, Mazak number 1, is going to do these jobs, and that's what these colored blocks are. These are all the jobs. So these are the jobs, and this is the order that they're going to be done in. And what's important from a real-time scheduling standpoint is that down on the shop floor, if I'm the operator, I'm able to see via our interface the list of work that I'm supposed to be doing and the order that I'm going to do it in. So to start off the demonstration, I'm going to start from here. So if you can kind of envisage that I'm this guy and I'm sitting here looking at the scheduling system. So what I'm going to do is start up the Jobpack schedule. So the system's up and running, but there's nothing inside it running. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to open up the production scheduling module. There's two parts here. There's where I am now, which is a planning board, and a production order list. And with these two screens, we can pretty much schedule the entire shop and manage all the work that's running through it. And I'll start just by giving you an explanation of the planning board, which is where I am right now. So if I mark this up, you can see here down the left-hand side, these are the pieces of equipment that are on the shop floor, and these can be machines, they can be external operations, they can be people, and they can be departments. So it really doesn't matter what it is as long as it's work that's done on the shop floor. I'm doing this demonstration for you on a laptop, so it's convenient for me to show 5 machines, but I can show more machines, or I can zoom in and look at a lesser number of machines. In terms of time, we're moving from left to right. So I'm here today, which is on the 19th of November, and I'm looking out until the 30th of December. So for me, that's just, again, a convenient number. I'm looking at a 42 or a 40-day window, and I can change that anytime I want. So I can look 365 days out into the future, or I can look any period of time in between. For this demonstration, the way that I've set it up today, if you follow my mouse, we're working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When I move my mouse across these days, it shows an 8. That tells me we're working 8 hours a day. We don't work weekends, so there's no work Saturday and Sunday. And where my mouse is right now at the bottom of a day, this is 8 o'clock. And then going up here, this is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So if we look at today, which is the 19th, here's where we came in this morning at 8 o'clock. Where my mouse is right now, I'm over on the East Coast. It's 1:39 here, and that's where we are at 1:39. And everything is moving in real time. So if we were to sit here and look at this for an hour, then you would see this job would move up an hour, and that would move this up, which would move this up, which would move everything else up. So everything's kind of moving in real time. These colored bars that you see my mouse moving over, these are the operations that are scheduled for these machines and the order that we're going to be doing them in. There isn't anything significant in the color here. The color is there just to differentiate between the different jobs. But what is important is the size of the colored block, because that's directly proportional to the amount of time a job is going to spend on the machine. So here I've got a small job which is about an hour, as opposed to here I've got a job which is going to take 4 days. If you look where my mouse is now in this rectangle, which is blank, as I move my mouse over these jobs, you can see some abbreviated information. So you can see the work order number, the description, the part number, and the operation. If you want to get more information on any of the jobs, if I hit this information window, this comes up, and as I move my mouse across these jobs, you can see everything that pertains to them. So if I've moved across to this job, you can see, if you look in this listing here, you can see the work order number, the description, the quantity we're supposed to make. You can see the status of the job is in work. It says right now it's going to be 12 days late. And if you look to the bottom of the screen to the right, you can see that we're supposed to make 75, and so far we've made 52. And you can actually look at the time that we've used on this particular job. Okay, and of course, because we've got a graphical scheduler, you're able to pick a job up whenever you want, and you can move it up in the schedule, you can move it back in the schedule, you can move it to a different machine, send it out to subcontract. You can do pretty much whatever you want with it. So if I want to schedule the work, all I've got to do is to say I want to schedule, and it gives me the scheduling window. I can schedule by delivery, and that's generally what most of our customers do. Delivery dates are unambiguous. If a job needs to be finished on the 1st of December, there aren't 2 of them. There's only one, and you know you've got to get it out. But some of them like to schedule by priorities with deliveries, and sometimes in terms of the creation date, first in, first out. There's all sorts of mechanisms that we can use to schedule other than just a standard delivery date. And if there's something that they want specific to them, if their biggest customer is Boeing, and when you release a job from Boeing on the shop floor, it's got to push everything else out and move to the front, then if you tell us the rules, we can define the workflow for you. But basically what I'm going to do is to say, right, I want to schedule all of the work. So the system schedules the work. It loads in the workplaces, the capacity, and what it's going to do is take me over to that listing of all the work that I showed you, which is the production order list. So Jobpack scheduled all the work, and we've got it listed by its work order number, the description, part number, quantity we're going to make, who the customer is. Here's a delivery date that your customer has requested or we've promised. This is the actual delivery date that Jobpack says you're going to get. Now if it's on time within a day, it's going to be yellow, and if there's a 0 there, it's bang on time. If it's going to be a day late, it's going to show you that it's a day late. As soon as it goes more than 1 day late, it turns orange. When it goes more than 5 days late, it goes red. And if for some reason a job is early, then it's going to be green. So just by looking at this list, you can see all the jobs that are on time, you can see all the jobs that are late, and which jobs are going to be early.